Good morning, viewers. We're coming to you live from KSTD to talk to you about college life. Good afternoon. My name is Keith Bushwhack, Dr. Keith Bushwhack, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Texas.
Hi, it's Alexis Texas, to be fact.
Now, college life. As most of you know, according to statistics, college tuition has doubled since it has been in the past 10 years.
I mean, back in my day, we spent so much money on just careless things. Like, just alcohol, tons of alcohol, going out and eating.
Back when I was in college, I had to budget for everything because it was completely necessary. Every paycheck I got, I put 50% to food, 20% to other materials, 10% to personal life, and things of...
I'm going to stop you there, because see, I was the opposite. Whenever I was in college, I didn't budget. I didn't really care, there was no worries. I was kind of like, I could just ask mom and dad for money, and they just gave it to me. But, worst case, if that didn't happen, I could always hit up a sweet man for something.
Anyway, enough of that, I said, enough of that. Back when I was in college, one of the main things and the biggest expenses that I had in college was food. So I said, enough of that, not right now. One of the biggest expenses we had in college was food, so I'm going to take it live to our king to talk to you guys more about budgeting in the kitchen.
Thank you, KSTD, for putting me into your special college program of budgeting for college students. Two of the things I got where I am today is by eating these two meals. These are two of my favorite meals when I was in college, and still today I still like to eat them. They're very simple, and anybody can do them. They're cheap. You don't get all your nutrients, but you're in college. You don't get a lot of things in college. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to peel the top off. Make sure you get all the plastic off. Then I'm going to take out the cheese. I'm going to add water to the fill line, just like so. And then I'm going to place it into the microwave for 3.5 minutes. And you wait for 3.5 minutes. Not much to that. Now it's done. I don't like to hear the beeper, so I have to turn it off quick. After that, you take your fork and you stir. You stir this together, and then you get your cheese sauce. Just as simple as that. Shake it down to the bottom. Open it up all the way. You just dump her in like so. Pretty simple, as you can see. Cheap too, that's what we're going for. Budgeting for college students. And you stir. Make sure you get all the noodles, get all the cheese. You just set aside and let it cool off so you don't burn your mouth. Now this is my very favorite. Ramen noodles in a cup. It's way easier. You don't have to deal with a stove. All you need is a microwave, just like the mac and cheese. So, peel the plastic off. It's got the similar concept. Peel the plastic off. Open the top, but don't open it all the way. You get some water. You put water all the way up to the fill line. Just like so. Doesn't matter. Close it. Don't peel the paper off. Now put it in there, and you put your time on there for about 2 minutes and 50 seconds to 3:10, depending on how hot you want it. But it's really what happens after you get it out of the microwave that does it. You put it in, start, and you wait, and just like that, you finish. All right, you bring it out. You don't do any stirring yet. You can get, what I like to do is I like to get a heavy cup, and I put it down just like so, and I put the cup on top so that it holds it down and all that moisture soaks into those noodles. After that, I'll skip the waiting time, and you just stir it up. It's just as hot as a mac and cheese. But without this mac and cheese and this ramen noodles right here, I would have gone broke and I wouldn't be where I am today. But thank you again for joining us. Joining me as I show you my two favorite lunches and dinners, and honestly sometimes breakfast, I hate to say, when I was in college. But thank you for joining the King as you cook with the King. Just remember that you can survive college and save some money with doing those 2 meals. Now I've been told to transition this segment from Cooking with the King to our field correspondent Carter Cruz as she goes out into the public.
Hello everyone, I'm Carter Cruz and I'm here with Ron Burgundy, and tonight we're going to be talking about budgeting. Hi Ron.
What's up?
So tell me, what year in college are you?
Technically I have like 20 hours, but I've been here for like 5 years, so you do the math.
Okay. What do you spend your money on the most?
Pretty much I buy a lot of alcohol, so yeah.
I can tell. So tell me, do you have any student loan debt?
Yeah, but you see, I'm planning on being like, not like a millionaire, but like a billionaire, so it's kind of not that big of a deal.
You know that 42% of people over 40 are still paying off their student loan debt. So how do you plan on becoming a millionaire or billionaire to pay these debts off?
I'll figure it out later.
You know the only way to eliminate them is for you to die, right?
You gotta die sometime.
Obviously, with you being in college so long, I think you've mastered how to budget. Can you tell us some of your ways?
Well, sometimes I buy like on weekdays, sometimes I just get like James Fox instead of like Crown, because you know it's like a lot less expensive, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So we know how you budget on alcohol, but how do you budget on food?
I usually just like go to the caf and like stuff my bag with like grilled cheeses and like pasta and stuff, you know?
That's pretty smart, actually. Well, that concludes our series with Ron Burgundy on budgeting for college students. Now back to, I'm Carter Cruz. Now back to you, Alexis Texas, and Keith Bushwhacker.
This is stain. I don't really understand what's going on here. Where in the world did this even come from?
Hey!
What?
We're live!
We're live? Okay.
Well, thank you, Carter, for that report about budgeting. That was just so informative.
Yes, it really was. For every college student that is watching this presentation, there are 3 tips that we want to leave you guys with. Number 1, for budgeting, make sure you minimize your food cost. Number 2, separate all of your college needs from your college wants. And number 3, don't borrow more than you need.
Well, that is just a great report. You know, today all of our broadcast was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, 2 and Associates Law Firm. They really are a great law firm.
They really are. They really are. Well, that just about concludes our presentation for today. Join us tomorrow for our next segment on budgeting with babies. Thank you very much. And until then, my name is Keith Bushwhacker.
And I'm Alexis Texas. Stay classy, A-State.